Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to invoice a customer using FieldRocket. So first, just open up the FieldRocket app. And the first step is actually to schedule an appointment. So what you're going to do is you're going to tap on your calendar and it will make this purple outline. Go ahead and tap it again. And this is important that you just put in the customer's information. That way we know who we're billing. We know who we're sending the invoice to. We have their phone number, their email, their address. And this is the first step. So I'm going to go ahead and create one for Kason. I'm going to put in his phone number. I'm actually going to use my email. And then we'll go ahead and put a street address for the property that the work was done on. Okay, if you wanted to, you could save notes about what you did or how they found you. But I'm going to go ahead and come down here and hit save. So I scroll to the bottom of that and I hit that red save button. Now the appointment should be added where you put it. I'm going to go ahead and tap on his name. And in the top left, there's this estimate/invoice button. Go ahead and tap on that. And in the future, if you wanted to set up templates, you can have templates set up. This allows you to invoice very, very quickly. So for example, for this company, we have a drain cleaning template, and it adds in all the line items and the explanation and the pricing that they would need for that specific type of job. You could also set it to any type of job that you do. You could have any number of line items, etc. But in this case, I'm going to actually add something in custom. So if you don't have any templates set up, what you can do is you can click this plus button, and this will take you to set up a line item. And this is going to be a line item on the invoice that you're charging for. So in this case, I'm going to add a $100 line item. I'm going to say that I did a stump poisoning, okay? And there are ways to set up common line items that you would normally charge with. So you have this category search. And if you could basically pre-configure this with all of your pricing, but we're just keeping it simple for now. So I'm going to ignore the category section and I'm just going to type it in like I did for $100 quantity 1. I'll hit save, and you can see that it automatically totals it at the bottom of that invoice. I'm going to go ahead and delete out this other line item that I don't like. And I'm actually going to edit this price to be $10. Hit save. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to scroll to the top, and there's this red floppy disk. You hit save right here on the top right. And now that's created, we can actually email out the invoice to the client. So what you can do is you would hit this paper airplane button, and you would send it. You can send it as an email. You also can send it as a text message. If you wanted to send it as a text message, what you could do is you could click on the client's name. This will take you to the page where you have all of your appointments, invoices, estimates, pictures. And I'm going to hit this message icon. This is going to take me to the page where I can send them a text message. And from here, I can hit a plus button. I can find the invoice. So what I did is I hit this plus button, and it says templates, picture, invoice. And then it will see that I created this invoice for $10. And I'm going to go ahead and send it that way. And what this does is this creates a link that your client will receive this as a text message, and this gives you a link that you can look at. So I'll show you this link right now. So you can see here I got a text message because this is the phone number, and I have the link right here. And when I click on this is what the customer will see. The customer sees an invoice, and it's going to have everything put in there that you created originally. So it's going to have the $10 line item. It's going to have all of the information. And for this account, we have signatures enabled. So you don't have to have signatures if you don't want to. But I'm just going to go ahead and come down here and hit sign. Okay. And once I sign it, it enables the payment option at the top. So the customer would sign it. And then, so you can see it's $10. And you get $10.71. So what the software does is, because Stripe charges, the Stripe has a processing fee for their credit cards, And so what the software actually does is it automatically calculates Stripe's fee and it adds it to the top of the invoice. So this makes it really easy for you when you're in the field. You don't have to add anything on like manually. You don't have to like think through and do any math. You just put in the $10 that you need to get paid and you will get exactly $10 into your checking account. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit pay with card. And this is what your customer would see. You could also type this in on behalf of your customer. Like let's say you're in front of them, like face to face, they could hand you their card and you could type it in. Or you could, you know, as we talked about and kind of showed, you send them the text message and they get the link. And then from here, they would put in their card information. And then once they put their card information in, you would hit pay, and that would start the process, and you will get paid in your checking account once it's all set up. So I'm going to close out of that and go back to FieldRocket. And once it's paid, then it will actually show, you see this red $10. So this is the, let's go back to our calendar. So if you're on the calendar now, this is the job for Kaysen. You can see there's an invoice on here. And what's nice about this is you see that once we've created the invoice, we have this red border. I had to refresh it here to see that, but you see there's this red border. And this red border around this thing is showing that this customer has been invoiced. And once it's paid online, you know, once Kaysen pays online, it will automatically mark it as paid. I'm going to manually do it just to kind of show you. But then it would show it was paid for $10. And now, go back to our calendar here, and I refreshed it. You can see now this Kaysen Kendall job is outlined with a green border, showing that it's been invoiced and paid. So that's how you create an invoice in FieldRocket and send it to your customer to have them pay you with a card. You first start the process by creating an appointment with the customer's information, and that information is what's going to show on the invoice. And then you create an invoice, add a line item, you save it, you send it as an email or a text message, and then using the paper airplane button on the top right, and then the customer pays it and it marks it as paid in your system, making it really simple to kind of do all of that. So thanks.